Russian deploys thousands of soldiers and 500 missiles near China border. As tensions have dangerously flared up near China, India and China-Taiwan border. Why is Russia also looking to strengthen its border near China? Russian President Vladimir Putin has begun efforts to increase his homeland's military presence in the Far East along the border with China, amid growing foreign threats. According to Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, Moscow's decision to send reinforcements comes at the back of rising tensions in the eastern strategic direction, an area encompassing Russia's eastern border with China and the wider Asia-Pacific. While no specifications were made regarding what the new threats are, or where exactly the additional troops are being deployed, Shoigu pledged 500 units of new and modernized equipment for the region, as well as some improvements to the Navy's Northern Fleet. According to an analyst in Moscow's Carnegie Center, Alexander Gabov, Russia wants to make contingencies through sufficient military capabilities in a region, which could be severely affected because of a potential conflict, mainly due to brewing tensions between the navies of the US and China. Russia cannot be left defenseless, and it also needs to operate its capabilities there, in terms of the Air Force, defense and personnel. According to reports, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said Moscow's concerns are centered around the acts of nations outside its region. All of these, of course, do not contribute to stability in this region. Tensions have been heightened between the United States and China in the South China Sea, due to the Trump administration's increasing presence in the region, which have continued to rile Beijing, which claims almost the whole of the region. Experts believe the U.S. increasing ties with the island nation of Taiwan, which Beijing considers part of its own territory, may lead to a potential conflict in the region. While relations between Russia and China have dramatically improved in recent years, Moscow's decision to suspend the second batch of the lethal S-400 surface-to-air missiles to Beijing earlier this year had somewhat questioned the alliance. Beijing, which had received the first batch of the S-400 missiles in 2018, surface-to-air missiles, Moscow suspend further deliveries with no set date in mind, which according to Chinese press reports, was due to Russia's concern of the deal coming in the way of the People's Liberation Army's anti-pandemic actions. This comes on the back of President Vladimir Putin's homeland earlier accusing Beijing of spying, despite the nations enjoying considerable good ties with each other. Amid heightening tensions in eastern Ladakh with China, India has reportedly deployed BrahMos and Nirbhay cruise missiles along with Akash surface-to-air missiles, in a bid to counter Chinese misadventures in the region. According to a report published by the Indian newspaper, the Hindustan Times, the missiles which serve as the core of India's military arsenal will be used to deter the missile deployment by the People's Liberation Army in Xinjiang and Tibet regions. Long-range surface-to-air missiles along with standoff weapons up to a range of 2,000 kilometers have been deployed by the Western Theater Command of the People's Liberation Army since the standoff kicked off between the two nations after the Galwan Valley clash. The deployment is located in the Aksai-Chin region as well as in deeper positions from Kashgar, Hotan, Lhasa and Ningxi along the 3,488 kilometers line of actual control. The supersonic BrahMos cruise missile, which can be used to hit targets up to a range of 500 kilometers, have been deployed in sufficient numbers in the Ladakh region. The missiles can reportedly evade enemy defense and target People's Liberation Army camps and air bases by dropping a 300-kilogram warhead on them. Indian Air Force's Su-30 Mki fighter jets can also carry the air-launched versions of the cruise missiles to hit Chinese targets from within the Indian airspace. The subsonic Nurbe missiles, which have a range of up to 1,000 kilometers, have also been deployed in limited numbers, which can hit deep areas in the Chinese territory. Whereas, the Akash surface-to-air missiles can guard strategic Indian military installations and bases in the region by shooting down fighter jets, helicopters, and drones breaching the Indian airspace. China had ramped up efforts to deploy more troops along with a larger number of fighter jets along the border region. It has also upgraded the infrastructure of its air bases in the Lhasa region.